who can vote in the US elections, and what can happen to those immigrants who vote without authorization. If you're not eligible to vote, big things can happen to your immigration status. Right guys, so the elections are just a few days away. In this video, I'm going to tell you who can vote in the US elections and who should not be voting. Also in this video, I'm going to talk about instances where immigrants are voting without their knowledge. And I'm going to show you some instances how it can happen. You can make sure that it's not going to happen to you. But guess what? If you vote without authorization, without being eligible to vote, this can have significant consequences on your future immigration possibilities in the United States. So let's start with this point. If you're voting in the US election without authorization or claiming to be a US citizen when you're not, this can have severe consequences on your immigration journey in the United States. Let me give you one example how people are voting without knowing that they're voting. So for example, in most states, people can apply for driving license renewals. When you show up at the DMV, they give you a lot of forms. And in some DMVs, specifically in California, in Arizona, in Texas, in the state of New York, and a few other states, when you go to renew your driving license, you'll be filling a bunch of forms, and some of these forms are also voting forms. Your registration into voting in your state elections and in federal elections. And we had quite a few cases where applicants were applying for a green card, and then they realized, when the immigration realized that they were registered to vote, and they said, hey, how come you're registered to vote? And of course, they explained the whole story. In some cases, it didn't work. They were denied their application for citizenship, denied application for a green card, and then we had to go back and reapply and explain to the government the whole sequence to show they've done the voting without intention. And of course, it was a big thing. But remember, if you're claiming to be a US citizen by registering to vote or by checking Form I-9 that you're working, trying to get a job, and you're saying that you're a US citizen just to get a job, that can hurt you in the future because there's no waiver to claiming to be a US citizen. So before we talk about who is actually eligible to vote in the US elections, November 5th, 2024, let me tell you this. If you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. And also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. As always, if you need help with your immigration matter, if you run into problems and you need help, send me a text 619-483-4549 or go to www.immigrationasap.com. Leave your details there and one of our team members will contact you ASAP. So now let's talk about who is eligible to vote in the US elections. So first of all, you have to be a US citizen through birth or naturalization or being born overseas to a US citizen parent. So being a US citizen obviously is the first criteria. Okay, so now that we know that you have to be a US citizen to vote, the second requirement is that you have to be at least 18 years old and meet your state's residency requirement. Also, in some states, you cannot have any felonies on your record and you have to have mental capacity to vote. So how do you actually vote? The common way to vote is to actually show up on election day and vote in person, but many people can actually vote early by sending their ballots by mail in advance. So there you have it. If you're a US citizen eligible to vote, please exercise your right and vote on November 5th. This is huge elections, so many things at stake: immigration, the economy, border security. All these things are going to be decided in just a few days. Who is your candidate and who do you think is going to win? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. As always, if you need help with your immigration matters, send me a text 619-483-4549 or go to www.immigrationasap.com. Leave your details and one of our team members will contact you ASAP. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next video.